All right. Uh, Thanks for tuning into the episode. I'm glad a lot of you liked my last episode. We did very well, I mean, for starters, but I want to get right down to it because there's a lot to talk about. A lot happened since last we spoke. Uh, as we know, last time we spoke, Finn Balor was crowned the champion. Finn Balor got hurt. He had to vacate the title last week on the 25th. And they set up a fatal four way for Raw this past Monday, and a lot happened. Swerves, if you want to call it, surprise endings, big storyline set up. But a lot of people were happy with the ending, but I don't know. I kind of wasn't. I don't know if I'm alone. I mean, I think a lot of people really fooled with what's going on. I mean, there's a lot to be happy about. Change is good. It's unfortunate when anybody gets hurt, especially an athlete or performer and wrestler. You never want anybody to get hurt, but in the world of sports entertainment, especially, injury could provide opportunity for somebody else who's knocking on the door, who otherwise might not have gotten a chance. And they always say, seize the opportunity. And we saw that happen this Sunday. But I don't know. But I'm making this video because, again, I see online a lot of fans are fooled. I don't understand. It's like we're living in a bizarro world. I don't know. I've been watching wrestling for a long time. I look much older than I look. Man, people are fooled. But and with Triple H, I mean, all of a sudden, Triple H is the most popular guy. He's God. He's been referred to as God. I've seen. I don't understand. It's like everybody has short memories of who Triple H is, but the underlying thing is because they love him because the same people who praise him are these NXT fans, these blind NXT fans who think NXT is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's nice. I said it again. It's a developmental territory. It's meant to make everybody and everything look great. So when these stars get polished up, they spiff them up real nice, highlight to you all their talents and all their traits that they're really good at. They hide a lot of stuff that doesn't work, that we never get to see on TV, and all of NXT could do no wrong. We saw that over the SummerSlam weekend. NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Oh, it's the greatest pay-per-view of the year. Every NXT pay-per-view is the greatest pay-per-view of the year. Every match, every main event on a takeover special is the match of the year. Holy cow! You want to talk about some NXT marks? Wow! NXT Takeover was great. SummerSlam sucked. Who cares? The ending sucked. The matches sucked. Meanwhile, people shit on a lot of fans shit on the Seth Rollins, Finn Balor match at SummerSlam. Why? Because it didn't go on last. I told you if that match would have been on last after Brock and Randy Orton, that match would have gotten no reaction from the fans. Everybody would be shocked. But anyway, so this past Monday on Raw, I'm happy. KO came away. He left, ended Raw as the new Universal Champion. I know we're all still having problems rolling that off the tongue. The WWE Universal Champion, as Michael Pohl would say. But okay, we're happy. I was glad it wasn't Roman. I was glad it wasn't Seth. I knew it wasn't going to be Big Cass, even though you could go to my other videos. I've been saying it for the last month and a half, 2 months. They have big plans for Big Cass. You hear the clues. You hear the announcers talk. Michael, he's a young star. He's tall. He's strong. He's a game changer, Michael. And again, when they talk about Enzo, Michael, he looks like a bird, Michael. I've been saying it. The creative WWE, whoever it is back there, it can't be fast enough until they break Enzo and Cass up. They see nothing in Cass except him being. I'm sorry. They see nothing in Enzo except him being a hype man and good on the mic. They see Cass as the next big thing. He's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. That's what Vince McMahon has been saying his whole for the last 35 years. But anyway, it was a fatal four-way. So we kind of knew Big Cass wasn't going to come away with the championship. That left Rollins, Reigns, and Owens. Now, of course, because it's been speculated that Rollins is responsible again for injuring another star. Balor went out. He had to get shoulder surgery, supposedly due to the buckle bomb that Rollins gave him outside the ring on the barrier outside, on the padded barrier. Apparently, when Balor went to take the bump, he messed up. He tore his rotator cuff. So that's two stars. Fans are pissed off about that. I guess if Rollins is hurting fellow workers with that move, it's not cool. But I don't know. They banned the curb stomp because they were the corporate side of things in WWE were afraid that little kids were going to imitate that move and were going to hurt each other. I could see that. Maybe they should think about banning this move too. I mean, I don't care how many times Sting comes out and says on interviews that it wasn't Rollins' fault. It was his fault. It was an easy bump to take. Listen, why risk it? Okay, but anyway, so it was there was the notion that Rollins would not win the match and be rewarded the title because he did hurt and he was kind of responsible for injuring Balor. So I guess deducing more, it left Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Now, for those fans who are paranoid like me and who just are sickened by the shameless Roman Reigns push we've seen for the last 3 years, better known to many of you as Cena 2.0. The guy went pretty much undefeated for 3 years, Superman punching and spearing everybody in sight, protected from all angles by creative, by everybody, just by creative. Make Roman look strong. Make Roman look strong, as CM Punk famously said in the shoot interview. And he's been made to look strong, but it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. The boos getting louder, more persistent. It wasn't just the men over 30 who were miserable with their lives. It wasn't fans who go on the internet and get confused and boo and are swayed by other smarks and boo Roman Reigns. Roman only had women and a few, very small portion of young fans who buy into the hero character and who beats everybody, who beats up all the bad guys. Besides that, booed. And it wasn't just troll booing. It was just, at first I defended the guy. I said the fans don't hate him. They're just rejecting him in that spot. No, the fans now actually hate him Don't. They're tired of him. They don't want to see him. They don't want to see him even. They don't want to see him win. That's what happens. You can't force somebody force a wrestler down the fans' throat so much. They don't get it. It's transparent. People knew this was going to happen in early 2013 when it was leaked online that Roman Reigns was the chosen one out of the Shield. He was going to be the golden boy that was going to get pushed, and sure enough, it happened. Cena 2.0, if you want to call it. At least I say it. I don't like Cena. I got sick of him along with many other fans. But at least Cena survived. He maneuvered through the 70% boos he received. Roman, he can't talk. He's bad on the mic. He doesn't come off with any charisma, and he can't outswim the boos. Cena talked. He pandered his way out of those boos, and in a lot of arenas he pandered enough where he got a lot of those people who were booing to cheer for him. I want to say, but Roman, no way. He got suspended, which I said was probably a work, somehow related to work. You can't tell me that they couldn't have covered that up. I mean, he must have got what the hell could he have tested positive for that they couldn't cover it up? My theory is instead of covering it up, they said, hey, why don't we just make this part of a storyline, excuse to get him off TV, and then they started that road to redemption storyline, which, oh my God. I mean, whoever thought about that? Road to redemption. He was getting the fans are booing even more. They don't want to see him. He's not a hero. Damn. But that's it. That was an excuse, I think, to demote him, pull the plug on him with with the veil of the suspension. So some fans perception is that, oh, they're demoting him because they're doing the right thing and upholding the wellness policy, and they can't reward somebody who failed a drug test. Bull, baloney. If you buy that, I got a bridge to sell you. Now, they pulled the plug on Roman, and this Monday was more evidence of it. We saw it at SummerSlam. We saw it at Raw last week. We saw it at the Raw after. I'm sorry, the Raw after bat. We saw it at Battleground. The Raw after Battleground when Finn beat Roman clean. Roman has been taking the losses. He's still protected. They're still protecting him. They still got this. They're still holding out hope that he could be salvaged into being the top guy champion, unless he goes strict heel. I don't know, but excuse me. So that left the only logical choice in the fatal four-way of Kevin Owens. I mean, KO. He's all around. He's done it all. He's proven himself in his time in WWE and NXT. He could go in the ring. His biggest attraction is his look, his body. He's not your typical sculpted wrestler. Hey, I think that adds to his character. And the guy is athletic as hell. He could do anything. He leapfrogs, cannonballs into the corner. This guy could go. And on the mic, hey, can you tell me anybody who could hold their own with Kevin Owens on the mic? He goes on commentary. He's funny. The guy is funny. He could do it all. So that was a very good choice. But now we saw it. What happened? Triple H has been ominously out of the picture for the last few months, pretty much since WrestleMania, since he dropped the title, handed the title to Roman Reigns. He's been off TV. Stephanie got Raw. Shane got SmackDown, and Triple H has been quiet, and I knew it was only a matter of time before he would stick his big nose back in our business again. So he comes out, he pulls a swerve, he pedigrees Roman outside, as of course everybody saw. Throws Roman in the ring, throws Rollins back into the ring. Rollins covers Reigns. He's eliminated. Big Cass was eliminated earlier after Owens gave him a frog splash. So this left Rollins and Owens. Now Owens is in the corner, in the far left corner, and Triple H gets in there. It looks like he's going to attack Owens. Nope, turns around, kicks Rollins, gives him a pedigree, looks at Owens. Owens looks stunned, and he covers Rollins. The crowd went nuts. Fans went nuts. Now, this is the crux of why I'm making this video. Did the fans pop because Owens won the title? Or did the fans pop because Triple H came back and swerved Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins? I would have to say it's probably a little mixture of both, but it's more of Triple H coming back and handpicking Kevin Owens as champion. I mean, this guy, and I'll say it again, he has got the fans fooled. 6 ways to Sunday. Is people forgetting who Triple H is? And there's a lot of Triple H fans who grew up, a lot of the younger fans who grew up during the Triple H rise to power in the early 2000s, in the 2000s really, and now Triple H, he started to really become somewhat of a name in 97, 96, 97. He was HBK's sidekick. Then he did DX. I mean, he was never the guy as much as he wants to believe he is. Then, of course, he married. He started dating Stephanie McMahon. They fell in love. They got married. God bless them. They've been married for a long time. They have children. It's true love. That I don't like when fans think that he squirmed his way into the McMahon fortune or the McMahon empire. But listen, if Triple H has been from those late 90s when he knew he wasn't the main guy, when he knew he was never Stone Cold, he was never The Rock, he was never Kurt Angle, he was never Brock Lesnar. He could write himself or as like a Paul. And that if you go watch the Paul Roma shoot interview on Triple H, he nails it. Paul Roma says you could write yourself as you could script yourself as champion 100 times. You could promote yourself. He's never going to be those legendary guys like Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Sting, and so on. He's never going to be those guys. He scripts himself as a champion. Is he bad as a wrestler? No. He's a good talker. He's solid in the ring, but he's not that guy. And it's always bothered him. I know and he married Steph, and he loves the business. I know he does that. But this guy, you hear the rumors with the writers that writer that came out a few years ago that he would go he would hand the script to Triple H, and Triple H would just tell him, "Am I going over? Am I going effing over?" And the writer would go, "No," and he just would rip up the script. So he wanted to be over all the time. He's a mark for himself, a huge mark for himself. He's got he loves burying the other popular stars at the time. right? At the time, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Goldberg. I'll never forget those. I'll never forget that. So maybe some of you fans did. I'll never forget that. This guy, he thinks he thinks WWE is the Triple H show. And all these fans, he's got all these fans fooled. These NXT fans who think it's Triple H. He's writing every storyline, crossing the I's and dotting the T's. No, he's got a lot of help. He's got Michael Hayes. He's got William Regal. He had Dusty Rhodes before he passed away. Rest in peace. He was writing NXT. He's had a lot of help. It's not him writing the shows all on his own or booking everything all on his own. I gave him credit. He's done a good job of managing, of overseeing the product, of overseeing the brand. He gets an A for overseeing the product. And the fans, he signed all these guys, all these stars. He's a genius. He went out and scouted everybody. Vince McMahon is an idiot. What, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Like I said, Vince McMahon has better things to do. He can't watch every video of every event of every wrestler from all over the world. That's why Vince McMahon is the CEO. He pays all these people. He employs all these people to do their jobs, to go out and find scout talent. Gerald Briscoe scouts talent. Triple H doesn't scout talent. You might hear about somebody through one of his underlings, but he's Triple H is a COO. He doesn't have time to go travel the country to high schools and colleges and bingo halls to scout indie wrestlers or amateur wrestlers. Are you kidding me? Like I said, who has he signed that me or you wouldn't have signed? Like I said, what talent, what star did he sign that was undiscovered? Nobody ever heard. No other promotion ever heard of him. He found them, and he took them to NXT, built them up, and now they're a huge star. Who? Oh, Frank, that's because Vince McMahon is an idiot. He's out of touch. Like I said, who gives him the money? It's Vince McMahon's money. Vince McMahon okays these signings. Vince McMahon might evaluate the signings once they get there. He'll take a look at them. He can make a judgment and see right away. He'll say if this guy he can make money with him, what he could do, what their strengths, their weaknesses, and how he sees them on the main roster on TV. Triple H, a genius. Oh my God! Stop riding the guy. Holy cow! Genius. Everything that happens great, bad on the main roster, these same fans, they blame Vince McMahon. But meanwhile, they're they are so out of touch that they haven't read or realized that Vince McMahon has relinquished a lot of power for Raw and SmackDown. He's relinquished it to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are doing the bulk of the booking and writing for Raw and SmackDown for the last 3-4 years, which coincidentally, the ratings have declined. Triple H is a genius. But no, if something bad, if there's a bad booking or bad matches or a bad pay-per-view, it's Vince McMahon's fault. Give me a break. These same fans, they act like Vince McMahon was running a failing company from 1981 to 2014-15 until Triple H took over, and now WWE is going to great heights never seen before. Please wake up, Triple H. How great is Triple H? The guy. This is his trend now. He decides. He steps in, steals the spotlight, and he tells us. He decides who the champion is going to be. The guy, the star, the talent can't go and win it on kayfabe, win the match clean on their own. It's got to be Triple H stepping in. We saw this in 2013. Daniel Bryan, SummerSlam moment, goes over Cena clean. Yay! Balloons, confetti. He turns on Daniel Bryan, pedigrees him, hands Randy Orton the title. Screws. Okay, storyline. We how many consecutive episodes of Raw have we seen the boring authorities, Stephanie and Triple H? It's their show. They think everybody's tuning in to see Triple H and Stephanie. And Raw's not about the other stars. Raw's about Triple H and Stephanie, the authority. Genius, a genius. They come out and do slow, long, boring promos, talking to the fans and the audience and the fans watching on TV like idiots. Uh, Retelling the last week's thing, putting themselves over, promoting something, and then you wonder why the ratings have declined. It's Vince's fault. And now you saw it just this year. Uh, by the way, Roman Reigns. Who handpicked this guy? Triple H and Stephanie. This is Roman Reigns has been Triple H's pet project since NXT. He had it that he was it was his because of his ego. He picked Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is actually one of the few that didn't really have a big career outside of NXT. He comes from he comes from a long lineage of wrestlers, Samoans, and so it was Triple H. It was his ego. He said, "I'm going to make this guy the next Cena or the next Hulk Hogan," and that's why they stuck with him. They pushed him so hard, and it failed. And again, this Monday, he stuck his big nose into the spotlight again. Uh, People forget it's okay when Brock Lesnar had the title. Oh my God! Whoa, part-time champion. He doesn't defend the title. Oh, this sucks. It's boring. Oh, I wish they could have a title match on Raw. Oh, Brock only wrestles once or 4 times a year. He makes so much money. He only works 6 matches. I hate Brock. He beat the Undertaker. He ended the Undertaker streak, and he only works 3 matches. Oh my God! But Triple H, he books himself to win the title at Royal Rumble this year because the Roman Reigns experiment failed so much. And hey, we got WrestleMania coming up in 2 months, and Roman is getting booed. We can't have Dean Ambrose walk out with him in WrestleMania to deflect the boos because see, Ambrose was actually over with the crowd. He was popular. He was getting cheers. And that's why you saw in January and February, wherever Roman Reigns went, Dean Ambrose is right behind him. They even started hinting at that in the story that Dean was Roman Shadow. But meanwhile, we know why Dean was Roman Shadow, to deflect the boos. So Triple H, in his infinite genius wisdom, he said he probably told Vince, because Vince actually has kept control of WrestleMania. He probably said, Vince, I'll get Roman over. The fans hate me. I'm the best heel you got. I'll put Roman over at WrestleMania. He wins the title, gets a big pop, and at the Royal Rumble. You want to talk about out of touch? I'll get to this in a minute. He got the big pop at the Royal Rumble every time. He wrestled once before WrestleMania, part-timer. It's okay when Triple H doesn't defend it. He defended the title twice in 2 months. It's okay. He's the greatest of all time. Whenever we saw it leading up to WrestleMania, whenever he savagely attacked Roman Reigns, the crowd cheered. Triple H is the heel. Roman's supposed to be the babyface, but we gave him a pass because the fans hated Roman so much. That's why they cheer Triple H. You want to talk about out of touch? Triple H, the fans see him as a babyface, but Triple H still insists on him on going out there and acting like a heel. And he pushes Roman, who acts like a heel and is viewed upon as fans by a heel, as the top babyface. So who's out of touch? You tell me. So again, the big main event at WrestleMania 32, 100,000 people. That's what they say. Believe me, there wasn't 100,000 people. Uh, I'll get Roman over. I'm the game. 28 minutes. See, and that was another thing after the Stone Cold podcast, Dean Ambrose, when fans thought that Ambrose was disparaging Brock and the time they had no time in their match. They had 12 minutes. They had 12 minutes and 49 seconds. Uh, the match at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns and Triple H got over 28 minutes, the 10th longest match in WrestleMania history. So Triple H booked himself in the 10th longest match in WrestleMania history. And if you go back and watch it, that was a bore fest. He tried to wrestle old school and stretch Roman and hold him and brawl and do this. Boring. And those boring and the boring got ended with boos. The whole crowd in Dallas booed the finish because they don't want to see Roman as champion. But Triple H is a genius. So fast forward to this Monday. Triple H comes out again, sticks his big nose, and I don't mean that as a pun. He's got a big nose. Sticks his nose in business that don't belong to him. So is this the new authority now? Are they going to go forward? What's happening here? Are the fans? WWE's Raw? Are we going to brace for a civil war between Triple H and Stephanie and Mick Foley? And sides are going to be divided. Is there going to be a new authority? Listen, I don't know. I just hope they book Kevin Owens as a strong champion, and he doesn't get booked as a chicken shit champion like they did Seth Rollins. Only Roman Reigns gets booked like Superman. Roman Reigns, make him look strong, make him look strong. That's why they hate him. Because we could see through that shit. Okay? That's the type of booking where you elevate your top guy, in that case Roman, and you bring everybody down, in that case the whole roster. That's crap. That booking is crap. It's not flying over in 2016. So, wow, I'm sorry. That's a big rant. I had to get that off my chest. So, in conclusion to that segment, no, Triple H is not a genius. He shouldn't be getting praised by the fans. This guy, all he does is steal the spotlight. It's 2016. It's going to be September 1st, 2016. Going into 2017, Triple H is involved in a main storyline. He's deciding the champion on TV in the stories. Hey, get out of the spotlights, pal. Stick your head in the trunk and get the praise that you don't deserve. Okay? Unbelievable. But they're building new stars. Like I said, big cast. They got big plans for him. He looks pretty decent. A lot of fans get hurt because they love Enzo and Cass as a tag team. Listen, I've been saying, why can't they make Enzo as his manager? And Enzo could have a singles career. You know why? Fans don't want to see it because they know Enzo deep down. He can't hack it as a singles wrestler. The guy weighs $150. He really doesn't have any. I don't see it. I don't see it. But another big thing that I called for months back, even last year, I said bring back the squash matches, the jobber matches. We've been seeing for the last I don't know how so long, every week on Raw and SmackDown, a star versus star, 5-minute match. One star loses 1 week, one star loses the next week to another one, and it just hurts them. Bring back these jobbers, enhancement talent. It's very good as if done right and sporadically and in the right places at the right time. We don't have the whole show where every match is an enhancement match. So far, I guess because it's been getting good ratings. Braun Strowman, he has the open challenge to the local jobber every week. It's been getting over, but it's gonna get tiresome because we keep seeing it. Of course, we're waiting for somebody in the back to come out and challenge Braun Strowman. we'll see. But we could have not just a big giant heel get over in these enhancement matches. We could have a face get over in these matches. How about Apollo Crews? Why can't we have him have a match against an enhancement talent? Let's see what he could do. Let him showcase his athleticism and his moves. But so my voice is cracking. I got a lot off my chest. SmackDown, it's been a very good show. The fans have been tilting more towards SmackDown as their favorite. So far since the brand split, Raw has hit pretty much 2 home runs. The episode after Battleground when Finn became the #1 contender, and I guess last night with KO being crowned the new Universal Champion. But over on SmackDown, more good things happening. Cena is, like I said, he looks like he's doing the right thing. He put AJ over at SummerSlam. AJ is now the face that runs the PLACE. I like what he's doing. We could only hope that if not at Backlash in a couple weeks, the next pay-per-view, AJ will be crowned the WWE champion. Is Dean Ambrose doing a good job as a champion? I don't know. That match against Ziggler pretty much was lacking. So we'll see. So anyway, if you made it through the end of the video, I know most of you can't pay attention for more than 5 seconds. Thank you. Like and subscribe, and I'll make another video as soon as possible. Bye-bye.